Have you ever wondered how some people start freelancing and quickly earn their first $500? Even without years of experience? Most beginners spend months searching for clients, writing proposals, and still make nothing. But what if I told you there are AI hacks that can cut the struggle in half? I'm not talking about scams. I'm talking about simple tools that real freelancers in 2025 are using right now to get jobs done faster, look professional, and land clients, even as total beginners. When I started freelancing, I was completely lost. No portfolio. No skills that I thought people would pay for. Definitely no clue how to convince clients. But then I discovered some AI hacks. They helped me create professional work in hours instead of weeks. They gave me confidence to approach clients. And within a short time, I made my first $500 online. In this video, I'll share those exact hacks with you step by step. These are not random tips. They are real strategies that anyone can use, whether you're in the UK, USA, or anywhere else in the world. And here's the reward. If you stay till the end, I'll reveal one bonus AI hack that almost nobody talks about, but it's the one that helped me move from $500 to $1,000 in a single month. So let us jump in and break down the hacks that can turn you from a beginner into a paid freelancer faster than you think. One of the biggest problems new freelancers face is this. Clients always ask, "Can I see your previous work?" But what if you're just starting and you have nothing to show? That's where AI becomes your secret weapon. When I had no portfolio, I used Canva Magic Studio and ChatGPT to create fake but professional samples. Not fake in a dishonest way samples that showed my skills, even if they weren't for real clients yet. For example, I asked ChatGPT to write a blog post for a bakery in London. Then I used Canva to design a matching graphic. I put them together as if it was a client project. Boom, suddenly I had a portfolio piece. Here's the trick. Pick 3 industries you'd like to work with, like fitness, real estate, or e-commerce. Then use AI to create one sample for each. In less than a day, you'll have a portfolio that looks like you've already worked with clients. Clients don't care if you've been paid for it or not. They just want to see proof that you can do the job. And AI makes that possible for beginners. This hack alone helped me land my first client. They looked at my samples and said, "Wow, this looks good. Can you do the same for my business?" That one project paid me $150, and that's how the journey to my first $500 really started. So if you're new, don't waste months waiting for your first gig before building a portfolio. Create one with AI today, and you'll immediately look more professional than 90% of beginners.
Every freelancer knows the pain of sending out proposals and never hearing back. You spend hours writing, and clients ignore you. That happened to me again and again until I started using AI. Here's the hack. I used ChatGPT to write personalized proposals that sounded human, not robotic. Most beginners copy-paste the same boring lines, like, "Hi sir, I am expert. Please hire me." Clients see hundreds of those. They delete them instantly. But with AI, you can stand out. For example, I'd paste the job description into ChatGPT and ask, "Write me a short, friendly proposal for this client. Make it sound personal and confident." The results: a clean, professional proposal that was direct, polite, and tailored to the client's needs. I still kept it short. Around 4 to 5 sentences. Something like, start with one line about their project. Show excitement. Mention how I can solve their problem. End with a clear call to action. Suddenly, I went from 0 replies to real conversations with clients, and those conversations turned into paid work. The best part? It took me less than 2 minutes to prepare each proposal instead of 30. That gave me time to apply 2 more jobs, which doubled my chances. This hack directly brought me my second and third clients. Together, they paid me $200 more. At that point, I was already at $350 just from AI-powered proposals. So if you're tired of being ignored, let AI polish your words. It can be the difference between silence and getting your first paying client.
Here's a big truth about freelancing. Clients don't just pay for quality, they also pay for speed. If you can deliver fast, you'll win more jobs than people who take weeks. This is where AI gave me a huge edge. When I got my first content writing project, I was nervous. The client wanted a 1,000-word blog post. Before AI, it would have taken me 2 days. But with ChatGPT, I drafted the whole article in minutes. Of course, I didn't just copy and paste. I added my own touch, added sentences, changed examples, and made sure it sounded natural. But instead of 2 days, I delivered the work in just a few hours. The client was shocked. They said I didn't expect this so soon. Thank you, and guess what? They gave me a 5-star review and promised to hire me again. The same works for other freelancing jobs. Designers use Canva to create social media posts in minutes. Video editors use tools like Pictory AI to cut and edit clips super fast. Voiceover freelancers use Murph AI to deliver professional voices without expensive equipment. AI doesn't replace your creativity, it speeds it up. You go from taking days to taking hours. Clients love fast workers. This hack helped me build trust quickly because I delivered so fast. One client even gave me a bonus payment on top of my fee. That extra $50 pushed my earnings closer to the $500 mark. So the lesson is simple. Don't just work hard, work smart. Use AI to cut your delivery time, and you'll instantly look like a pro who respects deadlines. Most beginners think freelancing is just about finishing one project and waiting for the next. But smart freelancers know how to make more money from the same client. This is called upselling. AI made this so much easier for me. Here's how it worked. I once wrote a blog post for a client. After delivering, I asked ChatGPT to turn that same blog into a social media post and a short email newsletter. It took me just 10 minutes. Then I told the client, by the way, I can also create social posts and emails from this blog for just $30 extra. Guess what? They said yes. One small project turned into a bigger one. I did the same with another client. I used Canva to design a simple graphic that matched the content I wrote. I offered it as an aid-on service. Again, they paid extra. These little upsells started adding up. Instead of just making $50, $100 per project, I was making $150, $200, and it didn't take much extra work because AI handled most of it. Clients loved it too because they got more value without hiring a second freelancer. I became their one-stop solution. This hack alone helped me cross the $500 mark faster, because instead of chasing 10 clients for small jobs, I made more money from the same few clients. So here's the mindset shift. Don't just finish the job and disappear. Think, what else can I offer using AI that will help this client more? That one question can double your income. Making your first $500 isn't just about landing clients. It's also about keeping them happy so they come back again. And AI can even help with that. Here's what I mean. After finishing a project, most freelancers just say thanks. Here's the file, and that's it. But I used AI to take an extra step. For example, I asked ChatGPT to write a polite thank you message. I used Grammarly AI to polish my communication. Sometimes I even gave clients a free bonus tip created with AI, like a content idea or design suggestion. This made me look professional and thoughtful. Clients felt I actually cared about their success, not just the money. One client was so impressed that they gave me another project without even posting it online. That meant I didn't have to compete with dozens of other freelancers. It was direct work and direct payment. Another small hack, I used tools like Notion AI to stay organized. I kept track of deadlines, notes, and client preferences. So when I messaged them later, I remembered small details like, hope your new campaign launch went well. That personal touch made a big difference. And here's the best part. Happy clients became repeat clients. Instead of one-time payments, they gave me monthly work. This is how my earnings became stable. So remember this. AI is not just for doing the work, it's also for communication and organization. And when you use it right, you don't just make $500 once, you keep growing month after month. One mistake I made early on was working with clients who paid too little. I'd spend hours on a project and only earn $10, $20. That's not sustainable. Then I discovered how to use AI to target better clients. Here's the hack. I used ChatGPT to write smart search queries for platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. Instead of just typing content writing jobs, I asked it to generate niche-specific searches like real estate blog writer needed, fitness brand social media content, e-commerce product descriptions. These niches usually pay more because clients have real businesses behind them. Also asked AI to analyze job descriptions for red flags. For example, if a post looked vague or the budget was too low, ChatGPT would highlight that. This saved me time by focusing only on serious clients. Another trick was LinkedIn. I asked AI to write me a short outreach message, something friendly, professional, and non-spammy. I sent it to business owners and a few actually replied. That's how I landed one of my highest paying clients. They paid me $200 for a single batch of work, and all it took was one smart message written by AI. The big lesson here is don't waste energy chasing low-paying jobs. Use AI to filter, target, and pitch to the right clients. High-paying clients are out there, and they're often easier to work with because they respect your time. This shift pushed my earnings way past $500 and closer to $1,000. And it all started with letting AI guide me to better opportunities. Making your first $500 feels amazing. But here's the bigger challenge: turning it into consistent weekly income. That's where AI really becomes your growth partner. Here's how I scaled up. First, I built systems with AI. Instead of writing new proposals every time, I asked ChatGPT to create templates for me. Then I only had to make small edits for each client. It saved hours every week. Second, I used AI to batch my work. For example, if I had to write 5 blog posts, I asked ChatGPT for outlines of all 5 at once. This gave me structure and speed. I delivered work in half the time. Third, I automated parts of my business. Canva handled my designs. Grammarly polished my writing. Notion AI kept my tasks and client info in one place. This made me look like a full professional agency. Even though I was just one person working from home, the more efficient I got, the more clients I could handle without burning out. Instead of working 8 hours a day for peanuts, I worked smart for 3 to 4 hours and earned much more. Within weeks, I wasn't just making $500 one time. I was earning $500, $700 every week consistently. And the reason was simple. I had systems powered by AI that multiplied my efforts. So if you've made your first few dollars online, don't stop there. Think, how can I use AI to repeat this process, scale it, and make it steady? That's the step that takes you from beginner to pro. So let's bring it all together. I started with no skills, no experience, and honestly a lot of doubt. But by using AI the right way, I hacked my way into freelancing. I used AI to create strong profiles, write winning proposals, deliver work faster, upsell clients, build relationships, find high-paying clients, and finally scale into consistent income. Each hack gave me a small push forward, step by step. Those pushes added up to my first $500 online. The best part? AI didn't just help me earn money once. It gave me a system I can repeat again and again. Now, making $500 is not the goal, it's the baseline. From here, I can aim for $1,000 a week and even more. And you can do it too. You don't need years of experience. You just need the courage to start and the smartness to use AI as your helper. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Start small, apply these hacks, and watch how quickly your freelance journey grows. Because if I can go from $0 to $500, then so can you.